Welcome to Jam with
Jordan,
Andrew,
and Matt, where we use barroom banter and a lot of fucking swearing to break down what's going on in the NFL. This week, we got a special guest. Fluff, you want to introduce him?
this is my buddy Brett.
hey, what's going on, everybody?
Brett, first let's start off with a pretty basic question. What team do you root for?
Oh God, right now this year, I'm actually rooting for. I like my eyes on the Chiefs this year. Very electrifying.
Let's go beginning of the season though.
Beginning of the season? Oh jeez.
Who's your team at heart?
Who's
your team at heart?
Your team?
We're not talking Madden, right? I mean, but my team at heart. I mean, I like the Chiefs. I've always, ever since Kareem came to the league, I've liked what he's brought to the table. I was always kind of really curious about Mahomes and where he was going to be, especially shadowing Alex Smith, and then when seeing him take the reins and how electrifying he's been, it's definitely.
It's not really hard to follow up Alex Smith.
Oh no, it's
As long as the ball farther than 5 yards, right? Check down, Charlie.
Did you cheer for like the Lions growing up or anything?
I did.
Okay.
I did back with Sanders.
He doesn't really have like a favorite.
No, okay.
I don't.
All right, well,
I mean,
He's
with,
not like
with
me.
the burgeoning of like fantasy football, like it's really hard to be like, super committed to a
Yeah,
team, right? Because
exactly.
you literally have to you're not going to draft like all the fucking Lions or like all the Patriots or all the
Yeah,
Bears
but
that's
just
a
because I
horrible way to
don't.
live.
But that's not good fantasy management.
No,
That's
but I mean-
just-
Right.
There's a difference between I can take fantasy out of my football.
I definitely feel like fantasy gives you a broader respect for the different teams
Different
and
players,
it's definitely different
yeah.
players.
You
for
gotta-
sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, unless you're the Jets.
Like super close-minded. Like the only time I can imagine you being a huge my team only is if you were Pittsburgh back when they had AB, Lev Bell, and Ben Roethlisberger. You could start all three of those. Which at this point right now it would be the Chiefs, right? Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Kareem Hunt are all
You have to
started.
start all-star. Sammy Watkins. You have to start anyone on the Kansas City offense right now.
It's crazy.
and the Rams too.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so let's go back over some headlines from last week. I guess we can start off with the Thursday night game. Steelers just bent the Panthers the fuck over. I know, with the exception of Andrew, we definitely thought the Steelers were gonna lose that game because
Absolutely.
Panthers were starting off strong.
Did
But
Panthers look awesome.
Didn't the Steelers score 2 touchdowns in under 11 seconds or something?
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
look
they
at
had 3 and 23
75-yard bomb and then a pick right after.
There's something crazy.
Good.
Jeez Louise.
talking about Ben having a fucked up fingers over here throwing 5 touchdowns and shit.
Yeah.
400 plus yards.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But
I'd say career day, but it's not because Big Ben, he's had a 6 touchdown game before.
Yeah.
So for the Panthers, think about this. Cam's been playing good. People are saying MVP Cam is back, kind of, but the defense looked good. Olsen's healthy. They're playing a good team. They're playing as a good team.
McCaffrey's looking good.
But what happened on Thursday night? The
The
Steelers.
Steelers just
I
literally
think the
outscored
Steelers
them.
just- yeah, I
They
think-
literally
I
outscored
think it
them.
was-
So
the
offensively,
Steelers-
yeah, but the Steelers defense is anything special.
It's not like the Panthers didn't score a ton. They just didn't score 5 fucking
They
touchdowns.
scored 14 points.
They scored the last
Christian
touchdown
McCaffrey
was
scored.
Yeah.
Christian
yeah.
McCaffrey scored 14
Yeah.
points. Yeah. So
But yeah, no, they just look bad.
the defense has been looking good this year, and they just crumbled
It's
that
just
game
a bad
against
game.
Pittsburgh at home, prime time.
I think it's
That's
just-
why I.
I think
Pittsburgh
you
is
just
I thought
chalk
was
it
a
up to
sure
just
thing.
having a bad day.
Yeah.
They'll have an
I don't think that's a crumbling team. I think it's just
The Steelers have looked like shit against the Browns and the Bengals already. And the Ravens. It's not they're being a fucking amazing superstar
Yeah,
that's
team
what
right
I'm
now.
saying.
They
He's
had
not-
a really good game.
He's not
and
MVP
the Panthers
Cam.
played like
this
shit.
Yeah.
This isn't MVP Cam yet.
So
this isn't
long term, this game, Steelers were in the division.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Panthers are looking for a wild card in the NFC. They have to be because Saints
wild
are in the
card for sure.
division.
I
They have
think
to
Saints
fight
are-
the Falcons in the division.
I think they'll be the
They-
Falcons.
I think they'll
I
beat
think
the
they
Falcons.
sent two.
I think they'll beat the
two.
Falcons.
I think they
Falcons
sent
just lost
two.
to the
They'll
Browns.
definitely
I
be
know.
number 2. The Falcons right now.
I don't think that they're good.
I
I don't think they're
don't
good.
I don't even think they're gonna get 500.
So Panthers get a wild card because the Saints are in the
Yeah,
division.
100%.
Okay, so maybe there's still teams in the NFC that could beat them for that spot.
I mean, the Falcons don't have a great defense, right? They're
not at all.
An all-right
They're all
defense.
Yeah, their
that's
defense
about
is-
it.
and
It
that's
doesn't
why-
look like the defense of 3
and
years
usually
ago.
they do what the Saints have typically done, which is just outscore their
Yeah,
opponents.
yeah.
Their
And they
offense is
didn't
up
do
and
that
down.
against the Browns. The Browns are no, and they set up that defense.
And their offense up and down, which is weird because Pittsburgh stomped on Atlanta when they played them too. Again, Pittsburgh is slowing down a good offense. They shut down Carolina and Atlanta. Atlanta's offense is up and down like crazy. So it's unreliable.
But I mean,
I
you
think
gotta
it's
think
just, like,
about
less pressure
we
on
gotta
Ben.
think about how Carolina's offenses are right now. You got one good receiver in Greg Olsen, who's kind of hobbled, getting older.
Yeah.
And then your receivers are a
Devin
rookie.
Funches, DJ
Devin
Moore,
Funches.
like, who the fuck?
Curtis
Like,
Samuel.
no
It's
one
literally
cares.
give
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey the
Ragtag-
ball or
a
let
ragtag bunch of
let
wide
Cam
receivers.
carry the
Yeah.
ball. He's got fucking more rushing touchdowns than anyone else on
Yeah,
that
Christian
team.
McCaffrey looks
They
really
finally
good.
let
That's
him have the
like-
ball more, and he's producing.
It's
He's a
just
good
that,
running back.
Like,
Well, you know what? It just comes down to, like, you know, I've always mentioned earlier when I was talking with some people, it's like I look at the Rams and I look at how many plays revolve around Todd Gurley and look at how that offense clicks. You do the same thing with Carolina. Look what Christian McCaffrey
Yeah.
can do with that offense.
Yeah, but you
alone.
can't get Christian McCaffrey 30 touches,
I was
like
about to
30
say, I don't think
carries. 'cause
Christian
He's not big
McCaffrey-
enough, right?
well,
Like,
Well, not 30. No, 30.
He's
carries,
not.
but-
He's not a Todd Gurley. You can't send another offense.
he's probably
around
like
him
50 pounds less, than
because
like maybe like
he's-
60 pounds less
He's
than
too
Todd Gurley.
small. He's gonna get hurt if you send a whole offense around him. Like he's good, and I really do think he's really good. Him and Cam working together is really good. So
Yeah,
like,
there's good
we
chemistry
could
there between the
click
two of
those
them.
two together.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Todd Gurley is a by himself player.
Yes, he is.
Christian
Yes, he
McCaffrey
is.
can't
Well,
be your by yourself.
Interesting
player.
note, you see that they waived C.J. Anderson. Carolina did.
Yeah.
So they have, I forget their third string's name, but it's Christian McCaffrey pretty much, and then that guy. Like,
I don't. So like,
think
don't get me
about that.
wrong,
Though.
I don't
That's a
like
lot
it
of
because
work.
that's how you get your running back hurt.
That's a lot of
Exactly.
work. That's a lot of work
Oh,
for someone
I-
to take
yeah.
on. Like, but C.J. Anderson, like, he was
I mean,
still
who knows
something
what
you could put in.
Who knows
reliable.
what was going on behind
Yeah.
closed
He's
doors?
reliable
Though maybe
backup.
C.J. Anderson wanted more touches and
That's what they're saying
created
too.
a
Yeah,
little bit of turbulence.
Yeah, but that means he's going to like the
sometimes you
fucking
gotta
Jets.
cut
Like,
him.
who cares?
but they chose to build around Christian McCaffrey, and it kind of paid. He's paying off.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
looking
he's-
good. Like,
He's good.
yeah,
I mean,
he's looking really good.
the talk was that he was going to be really good coming out of college, and he's lived up
Hey.
to
Yeah,
He's great.
pretty much most of his
He
hype.
looks good. All right. Big news out of this week. Le'Veon Bell did not show up or sign his tender, so he is essentially out for the season. He can't play. He gave up, what, $14.5 million.
Yep.
That man said, I want to be healthy. I want a long-term contract. Fuck the franchise tag, and he just...
And I can dig it.
I can too. Just
Yeah.
getting
I
tired of
respect
getting
it.
tossed around.
He-
I mean, would I want to waste that money? Probably not.
Well, no, because I'll never see $14.5 million in
But
my
like, I'm
entire
not.
life.
But I'm not in his. I'm not in his position if I'm a player like that.
Right.
I mean, you got stuff going outside. You're still getting an income outside of the NFL. You got all your.
Yeah, he's got endorsement deals, stuff like
endorsement
that,
deals
yeah.
and like appearances.
Strip clubs love him right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like he's more. He's thinking about himself more so than a fucking franchise that keeps franchise tagging him, doesn't give a damn about him.
and he's gonna get signed. Like, no matter what team like he tries to go to, he's gonna get signed. Any team would be like, kind of dumb not to sign him. And there's talks. He's gonna get a quarterback deal.
Yeah. Oh.
No,
like,
he'll get paid.
I know, but that's a lot of money.
He
Like,
deserves to be like a
Todd
top
Gurley's
pick.
was guarantee was like what, 40, 60 million?
Yeah. He's good.
And
He's good.
he Lev Bell's gonna get more than that.
See,
'cause
I
any
don't,
team would be dumb
my
not to do
question
it.
is this though: like, do you sign Lev Bell to like a 5-year deal, like you did Gurley, or do you sign him to like a
100%.
slightly shorter deal because like maybe he gets hurt, like maybe like a 4-year deal or 3-year
Well, yeah,
deal?
but you're thinking Le'Veon Bell's going to go wherever gives him the longest deal.
Yeah. it's
I mean,
long-term.
probably
Because
yeah.
you got to think about teams that are willing to do that. Jets would, Houston might.
Raiders.
You think
Philly,
so? You
and
think
the
he
Philly,
goes?
Raiders,
You think he
yeah.
goes longest
Raiders
deal
can.
versus like a slightly shorter deal with a better team? Like, say Detroit pays him, right? Like they won't.
If
'cause they have
Detroit was
carry-
like, here's all,
yeah.
$180 million
Here's the rest of the
contract.
But say a better team offers him, like say Green Bay offers him a 3 or 4-year deal as opposed to a 5-year deal, but it's Green Bay.
I feel like he doesn't. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. We don't know what Le'Veon Bell's thinking. If I'm in his shoes, I'm gonna go to
Whoever
like,
pays
screw
me
it,
the
go-
most,
yeah, go-
because if they're paying me, like who the fuck cares? If it's like the Oakland Raiders at this point.
exactly.
Right.
Like, you're gonna. Oakland Raiders will be a
Dude,
championship team again.
Oakland might be
I
a
bet.
contender for
I
trying to
was-
sign him, right? Like, think what they're doing with their
definitely
cap
contender.
space. Like,
Yo,
they
about
might be
that,
trying to
yeah.
sign him.
With all the cap room that they freed up and the draft picks.
That's
you
why
could build a
everyone's
team
getting
around
down
them.
on fucking Gruden right now, and he's like, "Fuck y'all, I'm about to bring Le'Veon
Well,
Bell."
yeah,
to
watch
fucking
Le'Veon Bell's
Oaktown."
coming, and everyone's gonna be like, "Hey!"
And wouldn't Las Vegas be kind of the perfect fit for Le'Veon Bell? As much as he likes clubs and everything,
Yeah.
he might as well,
strip
go to
club.
Vegas.
Strips on strips.
He might as well go to Vegas.
Well, so like Houston could sign him to a pretty big contract because they don't really have much on their books.
JJ Watt.
Besides JJ
They're gonna have
Watt.
to do
Their
Clowney's, but they have
defense
to
is eating
redo.
up a lot of their contract or the cap space, right? Because they got Nuke, Clowney's about to have to sign.
Yeah, but who do you sign? Davian Clowney and Le'Veon Bell. Think about how awesome that offense becomes
Yeah.
instantly.
It's true.
Deshaun Watson,
I
Le'Veon
don't
Bell.
know
That's
what
a
to
really
do.
injury-prone
What's the deal they
offense.
signed Lamar Miller to though?
That's an injury-prone
I
offense,
mean,
if you think about
how
it.
was that injury prone?
Because Deshaun Watson just tore his ACL, and it can likely happen again.
He's
Fuller got
done it
hurt
one
both
time.
years.
Fuller, yes.
Defense
I
is
think
getting old, so
Fuller's
they're not going
glass,
to keep
though,
him.
right? Fuller's glass.
Exactly. So, yeah. So you get Le'Veon Bell.
Who
Now you got
also- who
Le'Veon
also
Bell,
has, like,
who's
a
also a good catching back.
Who's had injury problems, though, too, a little bit.
He's had like
He's
two
had-
injuries,
He's had a
right?
couple
Yeah.
injury
Yeah,
problems.
MCL tear back in like
You
2015.
can't call
that's the only
everything
real
an injury problem. Like
No, but-
Carson Wentz has an injury problem.
Yeah.
He's got
You're susceptible when you hurt your leg.
leg.
Le'Veon's serious injury like
Le'Veon
that.
Bell's last injury, like major injury, like season injury, was his MCL tear in 2015, right? Like he was decently healthy the rest of the season. He's got suspended for.
And you
His
know what?
issue's gonna be drugs, right? His issue's gonna be pot.
Maybe.
It's expected though with
Well,
the
now it's
workload
Russ,
that
too.
Le'Veon gets that at some point he's going to get dinged up. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy's getting how many touches a game? I mean,
Like no one's gonna be
And looking
surprised.
for that long-term deal.
No one's
Right.
gonna
Yep.
be surprised if Todd Gurley gets injured because of how much they.
Yeah, he's
crush
getting
him.
like 30
for
touches
sure.
a game. Like, yeah,
you're
it's
leaning
going
on
to
your
yeah,
best
yeah,
player.
yeah.
your body's going to give at
Agreed.
some point.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, moving on. Fluff, Andrew, this one's for you guys. Chicago versus Detroit. First of all, how is Detroit like just fucking up all these kickers left and right? Like first they did Green Bay dirty, and then Cody Parkey, that dude. I don't know if he could hit this broad side of a barn, but he could definitely hit the fucking goalpost.
could hit the
God
goalpost.
damn, that dude could hit the goalpost.
You gotta admit, that's a little bit accurate if you think about it. He
No,
hit the same
that's-
one 4
I
times.
was gonna
That's
say,
kind of
same
accurate.
one.
That's a little accurate.
Well,
That's
yeah.
the same one 4 times.
Maybe that dude,
Accuracy.
that dude was trying like had a bet against himself. Like, what's he doing? Like,
He bet Vegas. I
Yeah.
bet you I can hit the goalpost 5 times today.
I think
Oh,
Mason
man.
Crosby gave him a call and said, "This is how many I missed. Try to."
Try to
Wait, hold my beer.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Oh, he definitely won't.
God, that was horrible.
Oh,
And then they started coming back. I'm like, yo, if they start losing by field goal type numbers, fuck that dude.
That would have been amazing.
See, what Mason Crosby's was worse because it was indoors.
I know.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Like,
definitely
you
true.
can't even play the wind,
Yeah,
right?
definitely in a dome, yeah.
Yeah.
You missed 5 indoors. There's
Yeah,
a problem.
But I blame Chicago. Yeah, who has an outdoor field in the Midwest?
In the Windy City.
Like,
in the Windy
windiest
City. Yeah, in the Windy City, yeah.
Don't take away the classic fucking game to
Yeah.
me. I love
Well,
seeing stuff play out.
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
That's when I'm
But it's
indoors
like-
and they're outside in the cold.
Yeah, and freaking like Green Bay.
It's like being in the
Well,
Meadowlands, right?
Plus, Green Bay and Chicago, like in the winter when it's a big snow game,
Yeah.
you know you love watching that shit. We definitely love watching
Looks
the snow
cold as
game.
fuck and I'm
oh,
inside.
I'm
Yeah.
happy our
Oh, yeah.
Chicago game in Chicago was before, cold season.
Could have
Yeah.
been like that one game where there was the snow and LaShawn McCoy ran.
Indy
for that
and Buffalo
touchdown.
last year. Yeah, that's right. That was a good
geez
game.
Louise.
That game was fun to watch. Though.
That was epic.
God, that game was so fun to watch.
All right, the Bears Lions. So,
Mr. Trubisky looked good. The Lions made him look
Big play Slay
Matt
was
Flynn
out.
kind of game.
Okay, big play Slay was out, and it just became
Why do the Lions
Fuck
make
Mitch Trubisky.
horrible quarterbacks look good?
we're really good
Matt
at
Flynn.
that. We're gonna doing something. We gotta be able to do
Fucking
something
Matt
right
Flynn.
Career day.
Like, you guys might give Trubisky like a big contract.
I hope so. I hope that's the quarterback
Brock
of their
Osweiler
future.
all over the
But,
field
like,
for that
oh,
shit.
sure.
Tr- Mitchell Trubisky looks good against bad defenses. Like it. Who has he looked good against? New England, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Lions.
and the Bills and the Jets.
Bills.
I mean, like I'm saying, like the team, but those are the teams we played. Like, but
How
he's
about
looked
this?
good against who we wanted him
Allen
to.
Robinson
And then
finally
what-
looked good though too.
Oh,
by the
yeah,
way.
Allen
Because
Robinson
he
finally
looked
good.
really good. Like in the last, like even Trubisky was looking good. Allen Robinson looked kind of
Trubisky was
He
throwing
looked
dimes.
good this last
He was
weekend.
throwing dimes to him this week.
Yeah, no,
They were right on.
I'm gonna give you a couple
that was
nickels.
solid.
We got a dime maybe.
No, there were some nice. There were some good throws.
There was a couple that were like, yeah.
There were some really good ones.
Him
Some
and
of that was
Miller
Allen
both had
Robinson being
big days.
athletic,
Yeah,
which is what
absolutely.
he should be.
And Trubisky, like he's second in the league in rushing yards. Like that's really good considering like he looked like he was gonna suck last year, and like he still isn't. Like I'm not sold on him, but he's doing what Bears fans want. Like we're winning games. We already have more than we did last year, and we have a top defense. Our offense that was the problem, and it's looking like they can do
good
it.
moves. The Bears made good moves.
No, they
The
definitely
Lions.
positive. No.
Yo, you guys sending him a
Yo.
trip. What is with
Yo.
what's with New England coaches going to suck and dick other places?
Everywhere else, it's the New England coach curse.
But
I guess this is what it says about Belichick.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
the Bears, they're on fire. They have a test this week. We'll see what happens there.
True, that'll be interesting. Well, I guess since I just let you guys roast each other's teams, Tennessee versus New England.
Boy, what a
Fuck.
debacle. What a debacle.
Belichick said it best. We didn't do anything well. He's like, we sucked at everything.
Yo,
I think Belichick, for all his people that have played with him, he's like, I'll throw you a bone for your first game, coach. And,
Vrabel? Yeah.
Yeah, Vrabel,
Yeah.
Patricia. He's like, all right, you just throw him a bone, let him get a taste of it, and then.
like,
Yeah, pretty much.
I
I
was
think
like,
one of his biggest problems is just the revolving door for running backs. Like, why not stick with one or two.
Well, they had some of
But
the
you're
show
like
back.
throwing.
Like, they were
I know,
doing
but still,
good.
well, James White has been their best back all season.
He's pass catching back.
They just weren't using him.
He's a good check down.
Oh yeah.
I
been
don't.
their
I
most
want to say that
consistent
he
back.
does that to like try to get people off balance, right? Because
Yeah.
like,
Well,
maybe
yeah.
that's like bringing Cordero Patterson out after like you thought you weren't going to do that twice,
didn't
and
see
like
that
him like
coming.
doing crazy shit.
That was fantastic.
Patriots long term, like they're making the play. They win the division.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that
But
division is
they're going to
trash.
be either a second or a third seed in the AFC behind the Chiefs.
Yep.
They gotta win. Like they gotta start winning games, but Gronk has to be healthy for him. This is a problem.
That is
His
very
whole
good.
in and out thing. It's like, and just the past couple weeks, like I get they're playing like not good teams, but
I mean,
you
Gronk-
can't be losing
See,
games
Gronk
like that.
is the great example of injury prone.
Yeah,
Because
Oh, without
that
a doubt.
boy,
He's had
But
like
when he's
one
there,
healthy
like-
season.
because he's,
but when
I mean,
he's
when you're
there,
that big, like
but when he's there, like he's unstoppable. They need that. Like if they're gonna
I
fucking
mean, he
try to do
hasn't
something.
been all season.
Yeah,
But
they
if he
won't
gets
use
set up
without
as a
him.
decoy,
Even when
also
he's been
like
playing.
All right,
It's
I'll
just-
touch
yeah.
upon this just because it's easy to do. Tom Brady is the gumpiest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit, dude! That dude, like, I like watched it, like, I don't know if he like caught a divot, maybe like someone was golfing on the field at halftime or some
Ghost
shit.
hole. It was
But
a ghost hole.
but he definitely like he doesn't like kick himself. He literally just like trips.
Yeah, no, he
And,
he
like,
hits one foot, hits the other, and starts falling
Yeah.
forward. It's like his legs weren't moving as fast as his upper body.
Reminded me of that.
And it wasn't even like it was like the catch threw him off, right? Like he literally like took a couple steps and then I don't know how to run.
Step, fall.
He was a good route runner in the Super Bowl. When the Eagles ran that same play back and Foles was like,
Yeah.
"Here, let me show you what you meant to do."
Yeah, Vrabel did the same thing in the Tennessee game. They ran the exact same play with Mariota, and he caught it fine. Because we all know Mariota's a way better athlete than Tom
Oh,
Brady.
one more thing about the Lions.
We had to dial that shit back. The fuck?
Yes, because I remembered when I said step, fall. Jim Bob Cooter needs to go.
Oh, you don't like run, pass?
Why are we run, pass? Every time, run, pass. Why
Just
run,
like
run, pass?
Novocaine.
Why not
Give it
pass,
time,
run,
always works.
run, or, throw it up, mix it up a little bit, throw a pass in there sometimes, or, run, pass, or pass, run, pass, or every time, run, pass.
well, the
You
Bears
draw
needed the
third
win
and
to be nice.
Novocaine. I run the veer.
They're like, one's pub against the division. We needed the win. Jim Bob just kind of helped us out there. Kind of like how Color used to for you guys.
All right.
You know.
Moving away from the NFC North, Cowboys-Eagles game. Did anyone think the Eagles were going to lose that game?
No.
No,
No.
I did.
Do we think Dallas is a playoff team?
No.
No.
Okay,
Stop
thank
it.
you. I know
Stop
I'm
it.
not saying they are. I'm just saying like
They are
They
literally
have these-
Ezekiel Elliott and
Because
Ezekiel
the
Elliott.
only times
Yeah.
Dak Prescott can look good is if Ezekiel Elliott is playing awesome.
Yep.
This guy, when they start using Zeke properly, Dak Prescott looks good. The whole team looks good.
Well, the pressure's
It's
taken
just-
off Dak.
Well,
You know.
because Dak sucks.
Yeah,
true.
he does.
Dak's the second string quarterback playing starting quarterback.
Hey, we have a lot of those in the NFL, right?
Fitzpatrick.
Yep. Is that what comes to mind? How bad is he though?
who
Tampa
Fitz?
Bay.
Doo doo.
Well, he has. This is every year with Ryan Fitzpatrick. He looks good, and then he falls off.
He
like,
has some good games,
He-
and then he turns back into.
A pumpkin.
He climbs up the hill, and then like there's a hole he doesn't see, and he just falls straight to the ground. Like it's bad. He's really good, and just sudden fall. It's bad. It's just,
And I don't know what's going on with Jameis though. Like Jameis was looking good last season and the season before that, but like
He started
this
sucking
season-
them things.
Like, this is something about keeping him healthy, right? Because if he is injured, they have to like pay his contract out.
I can
Yeah.
answer your question. He sucks. Jameis Winston's not a good quarterback.
He's not
He
terrible.
is not a good
He's
quarterback
better-
in the NFL.
better than-
I don't think he's good.
He's better
He-
than
okay.
Trubisky.
Fine.
He's better,
I don't know about that. I'd
Be-
say he's
definitely
probably better than
Dak, definitely better than
Fitzpatrick. I don't want to say that.
Fitzpatrick. Don't say that.
He might be bad. Like he might be. He has games where he's
I
worse
don't
than
think
Fitzpatrick
Jared. I
though
don't
too.
think. Well, yeah. No, he has bad games. He's definitely a turnover machine. But he's still not a terrible
Honestly,
quarterback.
send him to New York. Let him play for the Giants.
That'd be a good upgrade from Eli Manning right now. That's
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
without a doubt. And the weapon. I mean, there's not weapons in
Say
Tampa,
it.
but
Say
I
it.
don't think Jameis is that good. And like,
I don't
okay,
think he's that bad though. Like I don't like Jameis Winston that much, but like
I'm not
He
saying
has
he's
good
top
games.
half the NFL, but he's probably top like
he's a good Tyrod Taylor. He's a good journeyman. Let's go with that. He's a journeyman quarterback. Like,
Tyrod Taylor checks down better.
well,
We're not gonna talk about Tyrod.
well, you don't want to talk about your boy
I
Tyrod.
want to talk about my guy Tyrod. Yeah, enough I got enough beef with Tyrod.
Speak up, Brett. Microphone's
Oh.
not that good.
I wanted to talk
Shell
softly
shock.
for a reason because of fantasy football with Fluffy throwing a dartboard at Tyrod Taylor.
Dude,
He magically
I like
put up
Tyrod
35
Taylor.
against me.
I told everyone.
Magically. Did you
everyone
keep him the rest of the
knew.
season? You dropped
Fuck
his ass.
no, because my
thank
quarterback
you.
was on bye, so I picked
Yeah.
up Tyrod
Here we
Taylor.
go. That's a good pick.
I always
Got
pick
it.
up a quarterback in the free
Got him.
agency.
All right. Last headline
Last
from
year,
last
this
week.
year.
This last year.
The Saints are
Dude,
fuck.
Rolling.
so good.
Defense isn't looking too
They
terrible.
are looking
Offense is amazing.
amazing.
That
And
Des Bryant injury is kind of rough. They signed
Brandon
Brandon Marshall.
Marshall.
I don't care too much about
Well-
that. But they plan on keeping Des next year, which
but
is
the
interesting.
reason they signed Brandon Marshall is that's a good veteran to have on your team if you just need something to throw in there. Because you lose Des Bryant. You weren't signing him if Des Bryant was on.
I mean, Michael Thomas is literally that offense.
So let's be
like the
real.
receiving
Exactly.
core, right?
Well,
I was gonna
exactly.
say,
Well,
so did you
and
really need to
Cam-
reach
well,
out
Cameron-
for Brandon Marshall, though?
Well, Cameron Meredith got injured for the season too, so you're out too.
But Traquan Smith has been like nothing,
Traquan
right? Like we
Smith-
thought
yeah.
he was gonna be good,
Yeah,
and he hasn't done anything.
He had a couple good games, but he's been
It's
like,
literally Michael Thomas
yeah. So it's Michael Thomas
and that
Alvin
fantastic
Kamara.
run game.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram. I mean, you're not going to use Brandon Marshall the whole he's not going to be. He's not an answer for them. He's just someone to fill a spot on their team,
Right.
just in case someone else gets hurt. Because they don't have a big depth chart for wide receiver after Cameron Meredith,
True.
Des Bryant.
And it's crazy they don't need one, right? Like they don't need it.
Too many
It's
weapons.
crazy they don't need it. It's literally Michael Thomas running down the fucking field and like Drew is like,
No one can stop him.
I'll
yes.
take 3 steps and lob it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't cover Michael Thomas or like you do have him covered, Alvin Kamara's gonna run on the fucking flats and it doesn't matter. He can fucking do everything.
Exactly. It's
What's the cool is that for Brandon Marshall, he's never been in or he's never won a playoff game, but now he has a chance this year if he stays healthy.
Well, yeah.
Wait, they're gonna make the playoffs, but like he has a chance to get that to his
I mean,
career.
see
even
how
if he gets injured, they still keep him on the roster,
And
right?
he
Yeah.
might even have a chance for a ring. Like now he could.
yeah.
As with the Saints, which would be good.
Absolutely.
But if he gets the ring, it makes the Hall of Fame after that.
Nope.
Not first ballot.
Nope.
I'm just saying in general. I'm not
Nope.
saying he is. I'm not. But
Brandon Marshall won't even be on the ballot.
he has the most
Ever.
consecutive
He will
1,000
never
yards.
be
He
on
has
the
the most
ballot.
consecutive 1,000-yard season by
I
receiver.
don't give a
I'm
shit.
just saying, like
All that means is that he played for shitty teams and he only the only person catching the ball.
I'm
I
not saying he's
don't
first
give
ballot,
a
I'm just saying
shit.
it's
He
Brandon
will
Marshall.
never.
I
Brandon
don't
Marshall
think
will
he'll be.
never
I
be
don't
on
think
the
he will
ballot.
be either. I know.
Listen to my words.
I don't-
He will never be on a ballot.
I don't think he will be. I'm just saying.
He will
like,
not make it past the voting committee. He will
I'm-
never be on a ballot.
Just saying. But, so now he's
Plus,
gonna
think
go
about when
playoffs.
he's about to retire. When he retires, it won't matter because he'll be in the same like generation as like Larry Fitzgerald, who he is going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the,
Fucking,
year,
like,
the
in-
year also matters too. If there's no one
No,
else.
it's 5 years, right?
But the year they find before when you do it. So if he,
It's
retires,
5
if he
years from
retires this
retirement.
year,
Yeah.
and someone else retires next year, he gets it. The
He's
first
not
year.
going.
He could.
He's never going.
No, he wouldn't get it the first year.
He's
'cause there's
never
no
fucking
other
going.
wide
The door's
receivers
shut.
on the ballot
Yeah.
besides him.
Well, yeah.
No one's voting that man.
They
first
might
ballot.
pick him. You
There's
don't know.
not a goddamn
Then
shot.
you're not going to be
I mean,
second
we got
ballot. You won't
pity
be
vote.
third ballot. You won't be fourth
Are
ballot.
you going to sit here and
He'll
tell me
get
that the
a
NFL
pity
Hall of
vote.
Fame voting committee has always made the right decision? Has
Absolutely
any voting
not.
committee ever made
Absolutely
all the
not.
right decisions?
But
No,
But
I'm
they
just
will
saying.
never
they're not
put
gonna-
Brandon
I'm
I'm
Marshall
saying
on the
they
ballot.
could. Like they're going to make the argument. Someone's
They
going to try to make
could.
the argument for it.
They
I
could
don't think
also-
he is. I'm
they
a
could
Bears
also
fan.
put
But I'm just
fucking-
saying.
Nathan Peterman on the ballot
Well,
too, but it's
Oh,
not happening.
jeez.
Fuck
No,
Tim
no,
Tebow.
no, not leave Peterman out of your mouth in that
Okay,
conversation.
okay. Brandon Marshall actually
Fucking
has
Brandon
idiot.
Marshall is in the same conversation for Hall of Fame as Tim Tebow.
Here's Brandon Marshall. Here's Peterman.
Oh man.
Holy hell!
All right,
You're reaching the bottom of the
let's
trash
get
can for
on.
that one.
Let's take a look at Week 11. So Thursday night is actually a solid-looking game. Green Bay is in Seattle.
Terrible game.
I mean,
think
it's
it's
better
okay.
than some of the
It's-
games we've watched.
Yeah.
It's not Pittsburgh, Carolina good, but it should be up there. I mean, they're both like subpar right now, so like watching them play each other would be fun.
Seahawks.
You doing picks, Brett?
I'll do.
Yeah.
picks.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I got him on my paper. He's definitely got to
Oh,
make a pick.
you know if.
He's not. He's,
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay.
It'll just be between the three of them.
All
He
right.
might win.
All right.
I just put on Fluffy's tab.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Oh.
I'm gonna take Green Bay. I think that they got that. If anything, with Jones showing the established run game, that's
I'm
going to take a
so
little bit of
happy
heat
Aaron
off.
Jones. Is,
Free Aaron Jones. He finally looks
I
good.
mean,
Like,
that's going to really open up some options with Rodgers. It's going to allow them to fear the run a little bit. So that's going to really open up. And I think and anything. If you look at first off, Seattle was shown they can be ran on.
Yeah.
You just had their running backs just torch the Rams, and again lose by less than a touchdown
Yeah.
both times they played. So if anything, it's very possible. And I think Aaron Rodgers, he's still hit or miss this season. But you know what? If I wanted to have anybody with especially a strong run game behind me, I'd take Aaron Rodgers in that one. I like the weapons that Russell Wilson has. He finally put up more than 20 yards rushing last week. So that's obviously something to look for. But I definitely would take Aaron Rodgers just out of the sheer fact that now they got that run game going.
Drew Brees is better than Aaron Rodgers.
Get out of here.
What's up, Trav?
Okay. I'm going to take the Packers. My only fear is that they got the run game going there in Jones. Mike McCarthy is a dumbass, and he'll find a way to mess that up.
What are you,
and I'm
hedging your
afraid
bets
of that.
again?
No.
What did I tell you about hedging your bets?
I'm just saying. I'm
When I
thinking
tell
no
you
Green
about
Bay.
hedging your bets, I don't want to
I'm saying
hear
that's my
why
no.
you think they're gonna lose.
No, I think the Packers are going to win.
No, I don't want you. This is what I'm talking. This is what we've been talking about. You hedge your
Packers.
bets.
All right, no,
You
Pat,
do hedge
I'm
your
just saying.
bets.
I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be
Hedge your bets,
surprised
whatever.
that they could
Yeah,
lose.
100%
Whatever.
hedging
Do
your
that
bets.
all the
Whatever.
time.
I'm also picking Green Bay because I believe in Aaron Rodgers. I do like Aaron Jones. I don't know that I would use the Rams as the best argument for running on the Seahawks because Todd Gurley is a top tier fucking running back, probably best if not second, top 3 in the NFL without a doubt.
Sure.
Probably question in the conversation for top in the NFL. But I agree that there are teams that have run on Seattle. They look beatable.
Well, also another statistic, and I don't know if you knew. Do you know who the top running back for yards per carry is right now?
It's Aaron Jones, but
Aaron
I fucking
Jones.
hate that stat because he could
It's
have
a
like
tough-
literally 5 fucking carries
Yeah.
with like 100 yards. I don't
The
care.
sample size could be a lot
Yeah, the
smaller
sample size is
compared
rough.
to Gurley.
But you're
Exactly.
right. They need to use him. It's good to see that happened last week. I hope they do it going forward. Enough said.
I think it's gonna be a good game.
I'm interested to watch the game. It'll be fun. So going into Sunday, we have the Panthers are here in Detroit, guys. How are we feeling about that game, you hometowners?
I gotta go with Carolina. I think they're pissed after getting waxed by Pittsburgh. I think they're just gonna come out angry against Detroit.
I really just want to hear anybody try to argue for the Lions at this point against the Panthers. Fluff, you're the only person I think might do that. What do you got, bud?
I'm gonna take the Panthers.
Pussy.
You damn straight.
I'm
We
definitely taking
suck.
Carolina. Not that even question. Like,
Not a question. I agree.
Are we gonna assume that Graham Gano's gonna miss 4 field goals?
Dude, if another kicker misses 4 fucking field goals, the Lions are like that Achilles heel for sure for kickers. Like, I'm not sure if they're like just like fucking them up with some balls. Like, I don't know. Need to have a little fucking like spy gate or a fucking kicker gate. All right, Denver visiting LA and playing the Chargers.
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 Same. Denver is horrible. Emmanuel Sanders is the only good one on that team right now. Phil Lindsay looks fine,
Well, was pretty good.
but
They only
the
took
Chargers are definitely a fucking elite.
You know, there's a chance
Team
they
right now.
could technically take the division.
Denver?
No, LA. The Chargers. They are on a streak. Yeah, then they went on a streak, but
I think they get the wild
They've
card.
only
I
lost
still
2 games
think
this year. They
I
won.
s-
They only lost 2
right.
games.
Kansas City's lost 1.
But yeah, but they could beat the Chiefs.
I agree that they can beat the Chiefs. I still think the Chiefs take the division. I think the Chargers take the wild
I
card.
do think they're gonna take the Chiefs taking the division.
Yeah, but they're making the playoffs. So
Unless
the Chargers.
Patrick Mahomes like just like fucks like a strip or a porn star, and, like just like ruins his career like everyone else. Like I'm not too worried about him.
Yeah.
If he didn't learn anything from Garoppolo and fucking Sean Watson, like I don't know. Dallas is in Atlanta. This one is interesting because Dallas looked good against Philly and Atlanta looked like shit against Cleveland.
The only way Dallas wins is if they feed Zeke again. But I'm taking Atlanta because Dallas is stupid and will decide, oh, Dak Prescott looked good last week. It's not because of Zeke, it's just because they think Dak Prescott always looks good. And then they're going to use Dak Prescott and forget about Zeke again. And then they're going to realize, oh, shit, Dak Prescott does suck.
I don't agree with you only because I saw Cleveland run all over Atlanta. Nick Chubb looked like a fucking superstar against them.
176.
If they don't beat, I agree with you that they do dumb shit. There's zero chance they don't just feed Zeke the fucking ball. Dude
See-
deserves like 200 yards in that game.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear me argue about that.
I'm taking Dallas. I
Yeah.
think they feed Zeke. I think Jason Garrett's smart enough to not try to lose his job. And I honestly, we all know the problem with Dallas is literally Jerry Jones, then
Yeah.
Jason Garrett. But
Yeah.
I pick Dallas.
I kind of heard you hedge your bet there a little bit.
I didn't hedge it.
You did.
I
The
just
Cowboys could win if Zeke gets the ball.
no. I said I
But
wasn't
then
hedging
you went
it.
on. Like, you
I
could've hedged
said
him. Did he not?
the only
Did he
way.
not?
I said the
I'm just
only
saying-
way.
whoa,
that wasn't
whoa.
hedging.
That's
I didn't say.
kinda-
I said for sure Atlanta's going to win, right?
But you said
I didn't say
but
what
you
they
said-
could.
But the Cowboys
no,
could
I
win
said
if.
I analyzed what Dallas should do, and I said what Dallas won't do because I think Dallas is stupid. I'm not hedging my bets. I'm not saying Dallas is going to win.
I need you to pick between Dallas and Atlanta, Andrew.
Atlanta.
And Brett, how you feeling?
I'm gonna take Dallas just because if they do give it to Zeke, I think the one thing you gotta do is keep it out of Matt Ryan and that offense's hand. I think Zeke can.
And they control the
slow
clock.
down- and they
Yeah,
control
they
the
did against
clock.
Philly.
Yep.
Atlanta
All right.
has to make a push because Carolina's going to beat them in the division if they don't do something.
Yeah.
They need to make a push. They need to do it.
It's true. Tennessee is in Indianapolis. Not my favorite game.
I like this game a lot.
Do you really?
Oh, 100%. That
Why?
division, because that division's up for grabs right now.
The division's trash.
I know.
Houston-
I think that division. I think I like the
Houston
division. I
takes
like
that
everyone in the
division.
division. I don't have a problem with
Houston takes the
anyone.
division.
I'm taking Indy. Andrew Luck is playing good this year. That team's looking good. Marlon Mack, Indy. I know what Tennessee's done, but I think Indianapolis is
Honestly, I
going
don't
to
think
get
Tennessee's
them
done anything. You're getting like to lose to shitty teams.
at home.
I'm
They
also
lost. They
taking.
beat Philly in overtime this year too.
I'm also taking Indy.
I'll take Indy as well. I do agree. Andrew Luck's been hot.
For Faj's birthday, taking Tennessee.
Oh my god.
Let's
Look
go.
at that shout out. Look at that shout out. I hope he smiles when he hears this tomorrow. All right, Tampa Bay is playing the Giants in New York.
Giants.
What a bad game.
Dude, I'm taking the Giants too because Tampa
Saquon
Bay's fucking a
Barkley.
dumpster fire, right?
Saquon Barkley's going to run all over that team.
And Eli Manning just proved that he just has to stand the fuck back there and just hawk that shit up,
Oh,
right?
no.
Like, it's
I'm
the
not
Giants.
going to argue
Yeah.
against that. The Giants are going to win.
But Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Is terrible.
Honestly, this could be a game where like the Giants put up like 5 touchdowns on them. Like this could be like the Giants like come back to like life game.
This
Like,
could be a Fitzpatrick high touchdown game also, though.
Yeah.
I
no,
don't think the Giants
I
defense
agree.
is
No, I
that
agree.
bad.
I'm not hedging. I'm just saying, like, that's,
no.
the
I
Giants are going to
completely
win.
see it happen.
But, like,
The Giants
it
are
wouldn't
gonna
be surprised if Fitz did it.
If New York's smart, they'll give Saquon the ball and just run that shit.
Yeah.
Brett.
I'll take the Giants as well.
Yeah, easy.
I
There's a
think
lot
the
of
win
foreign
last
games.
week gave them some momentum.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Houston is in Washington. This is gonna be a good defensive game, except Houston clearly has a better offense, without a doubt.
Washington's offensive line, they lost like 3 people this year.
Yep.
And they're out. It's bad. And then the receivers are in and out. And then the offensive line's not playing good. So Adrian Peterson's been kind of struggling. He looked really good early on, but then they started getting hurt. Now he's not looking as good. I'm taking Houston, for sure.
I'm with you on that one.
I'll take a third on that too. Houston.
Houston.
No love for Alex Smith. Check down Charlie.
Are they going to win the division
Checks
or
down
Philly?
more
Like,
than-
is Philly going to turn around or what's
than
going to
Eli?
happen? What do we think about the division?
No. But Eli,
What?
those not feeling fucks.
What do we think about the division? Philly?
For which?
For the NFC East.
Washington might take it.
Washington might take it because Philly isn't looking good, and like or Dallas could do it.
I don't think Dallas will
Right?
take it. I think Dallas could be second in the division.
Yeah,
We'll see. Well, it'll definitely come down to.
so it's definitely not the Giants.
I think the Eagles could
Turn
I think the
around?
Eagles- yeah.
Washington has
They're
the
the
easiest schedule
most
the rest of the
capable.
year.
Well, yeah. So
That's
the
the
reason
thing.
Washington could take it is just because of the ease of schedule.
Yeah,
But like, I think Philly turns it back on and doesn't lose another game.
They should. Their receiving core is too good now.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
So
right?
good. So fucking good. Pittsburgh is playing in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh.
With
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, I'm taking Pittsburgh.
is James Conner concussed?
He's expected to play.
he's-
He's,
yeah.
expected to play.
He is.
Jacksonville's defense. I don't know what's going on with them this year, but they're not.
They
looking
got
the
rid of their
same.
best pass
Like,
rusher.
they're not looking very good right now. I mean, like, are they going to be good at home? I don't know.
Jalen
But-
Ramsey's talking about leaving. You got so much dysfunction in that team.
Yep.
And it's all Jalen Ramsey's fault. Jalen Ramsey
He opened
is
his
an
mouth.
asshole.
He
Now,
opened his
too-
goddamn mouth this year. He
He
should have
doesn't
opened his
ever.
fucking mouth.
Dude, he runs his mouth all the
Yeah,
time. He's
they're
been
talking
doing that
about-
for years.
Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey.
In the offseason, like all he was
when
doing
he was
like
talking shit about all the
yeah,
quarterbacks.
he was in
and
like GQ articles
talking about
yeah.
how good he
Oh, yeah,
was.
I remember that. He was talking
Like,
shit
I'm
about
the
Brady. He said
best.
Brady's
Yeah.
not good. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And then he
They
came
were-
out and said something about Gronk. He started talking about receivers too, like
Yeah,
Gronk
Tyreek
and everything.
Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't like Brady's response like, who the fuck is Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah.
yeah,
Clearly he knows who he is, but like that's like the level of caliber
Yeah,
between the two.
so Jags they're falling apart.
Well, it's because
Fournette's back. He ran well last
Dude,
week. First week back, he looked
yeah,
good. He looked healthy.
looked good.
That sucks for Carlos Hyde owners.
Killed me. Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette is the reason it killed me in fantasy.
I love Leonard Fournette.
All right, I'm also
I
taking
just traded
Pittsburgh
for him, too.
because all in all, better all around.
They did lose to him last year.
Jacksonville's defense was better last year.
They
Yeah,
played a lot better last
And
year.
Big Ben had a horrible, horrible fucking game last year.
they know regular season and playoffs they beat him.
He played like shit both games though.
He sucks.
Playoff game was like 45-42.
The Pittsburgh Steelers the last 6 years have just sucked in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They make it to the playoffs and then they don't do anything. And this is when they've
Was
had
that
the
like
most
5
talent.
picks or some shit?
They've had the best receiver and the best running back, plus their second best receiver is better than half the league's fucking starting receiver.
And Ben is still Ben.
Because I mean, last year they crank out receivers, right?
Yeah.
Like Mike Wallace, Juju Smith-Schuster, fucking Antonio Brown,
Hines
Emmanuel Sanders, Hines Ward,
Heath Miller was
Darius
their
Hayward
tight
Bay.
end,
No, yeah, your
Yeah.
argument's solid.
Rank out receivers.
Yeah, weren't the Steelers though like an inch away from going to the Super Bowl on that controversial call down at the goal line?
That's the Broncos one, right?
Yeah,
Was that
that
the
was the
Broncos?
one versus the Broncos.
Tim Tebow had that comeback, that drive, that fucking like.
No, it was against Brady. I thought.
Oh,
where
it was Jesse James.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
last
yeah,
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
An inch away from going to the
Yes,
Super
yes,
Bowl.
yes.
It was a regular season game.
They said
Oh,
it,
was it?
and
Yeah,
with the
okay,
new receiving
okay.
rules, that would have been a touchdown now.
Yeah.
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 New one out of 14 receiving.
Yeah, no
rules.
shit. Cincinnati is in Baltimore.
I
Oh man.
literally don't care about this game.
You know what?
Can we just pass this collectively? Like
I'm taking Baltimore.
Oh, you
And the
can't.
only reason is because AJ Green was the reason that they scorched Baltimore last game. They don't have AJ
I'm taking
Green this
Cincy.
game.
I'm taking Cincinnati.
What do you believe in Joe Mixon?
And I mean, okay, Andy Dalton can look competent.
Come on, give
I
it-
agree
Joe
that
Mixon,
I
Tyler
agree that
Boyd,
part
like,
of it. Tyler
like
Boyd
he has the weapons.
is
Like
Tyler
give
Boyd
Lamar
better with
Jackson
AJ
some love.
Green?
He's first start.
100% better.
Is he
with
first?
AJ
He's not
Green.
for sure
He's
starting.
getting
Is
his
he?
first start.
Is he?
Lamar
Okay.
Jackson? He's
Yeah.
not
If-
for sure starting.
if
No,
Flacco's
Flacco's
for
not.
sure
You're
out.
right. He's game time decision. I think.
Lamar Jackson might be starting for.
He's gonna play.
Yeah, he
Baltimore
might be.
Ravens.
Well, no, they also have RG3 though. They might put him over. They don't know. It's still up in the air. It's not for sure.
So this is one that I do want to hedge because if Lamar Jackson plays, I like them to win because I think Joe Flacco getting old.
But
kinda
otherwise, you're
injured.
taking Cincinnati.
Fucking
Yes.
old. He's not good.
I'm taking Cincinnati. Who?
Flacco.
I mean,
Stop it.
he's all right.
Stop it.
He's not a bad quarterback.
He's bottom third.
He's a super.
I
winning
wouldn't say
quarterback.
that. I wouldn't say bottom third.
Bottom half.
I'd say. I think he's top of the bottom half.
Is he better than Tyrod Taylor?
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. What? What? Are you serious?
You don't wait. What?
Let me get that Tyrod. Let me take that young ass
Oh,
Tyrod.
no.
Fuck Joe Flacco's suspect ass. Fuck that.
Oh my god.
Let me get Tyrod Taylor.
What about Fitzpatrick?
Whoa.
This is a better conversation. Like, do I get like good fits?
Are we getting the 400
Like,
yard
be
and 4
selective
touchdown
about
stats,
this
or
choice?
which one
Yeah.
are we getting? I don't
Ah, fuck. God damn it. I don't like this game. Either. I'm
Oh.
taking Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm taking Cincy.
So much as you love Tyler Boyd, you should.
I think Tyler Boyd is better with AJ Green opposite him.
He's definitely.
I don't know why.
He didn't do shit last week. He didn't do anything.
Then the whole team didn't do shit last week.
Well, I was about to say
They
that whole
didn't
team was
show
bad.
up.
Even Joe Mixon looked bad.
That's
and
true.
Mike is bad.
So,
the whole
like-
team was bad.
Here's a fucking amazing game. Oakland is in Arizona.
Oh my God, where's my coin?
Arizona.
Arizona too, because David Johnson's the best player on both teams.
Give it
And
to
Larry
Larry.
Fitzgerald's the second best on both teams.
Jordy Nelson is going to retire. So that statement came out like during that game, like or just after the game, like veteran player talks about like leaving. I'm like, that's literally Jordy Nelson saying, "I'm fucking out of here."
yeah.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
And Marshawn Lynch is still there. Like, and on IR, is he gonna stay with them and then go to Vegas? I don't think so.
If they pay him, he'll stay.
Ugh.
Shortest retirement I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So anyone want to pick Oakland?
I mean,
Pick Arizona?
listen,
Oh.
Arizona.
I thought about it honestly just because they held the Chargers. Not Drew Brees. Phillip Rivers didn't complete his first pass till 20 minutes in against them. But with Byron Leftwich taking over and getting David Johnson involved more, I'm definitely going to take Arizona at that point. But, yeah.
Can you name anyone on Oakland's defense right now?
I can name one
The
that
ghost
was.
of Khalil Mack.
Name one
The
person
ghost
on
of
Oak-
Khalil
Wait,
Mack.
hold on.
because-
Why did they release Bruce Irvin?
I don't get. Well, he wanted to go.
Well,
He
no.
asked to
But
leave,
like,
and then he went to the
Yeah,
he went to the
what's
Falcons. He
They're
went to the
clearing that
Falcons.
cap space. Let me get Le'Veon.
And then he went to Atlanta. Like,
John Gruden coming big.
yeah.
Comes up big.
I love John Gruden. I love what he's done for Chicago. It's amazing what he's done for my team. So nice.
Nice. All right. Here's a better game. Philly is in New Orleans, although we all know who's going to win this
You
game.
can just
Yeah.
go across the
New
board.
Orleans.
Drew Brees and the Saints are going
Drew
to
Brees
shit
us.
everywhere.
Yep.
All right, Sunday night game, Andrew. Minnesota is in Chi-Town.
Oh, my.
I'm taking the Bears.
Are you?
I'm taking the Bears.
Minnesota is going to wax that ass. Stephon Diggs is back.
You
To
got
him
Thielen?
and Adam Thielen are both in. They're both hurt. They're both banged up. They're
They're both
playing.
playing.
I know, but they're both banged
I
up.
don't,
Dude, injury report doesn't mean a goddamn thing until Friday.
Same.
Jimmy
Mitch
Jimmy
Trubisky's
Graham's
going to
always
see a real
questionable.
defense again.
Jimmy Graham's always questionable, then he's healthy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brady is the definition of always on the injury list. Like, he doesn't mean a damn thing until Friday.
Listen,
Chicago.
Trubisky, we're going to get back to bad Trubisky again because
It's a good defense.
they're going to play. He's playing a good defense.
Are they?
Which one shows though?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Josh Rosen would disagree with you. In Minnesota, Josh Rosen whipped the shit out of the Vikings.
But two of their best players were injured.
So?
Their best defense.
The-
They're healthy.
Okay, but against the Bills?
The defense is healthy again.
Against the Bills?
Okay, the Bills had a good game.
Like, we all know, like, yeah, I agree with that.
Like,
good game,
come
bad
on.
game. Like,
Come
fuck
on,
that.
let's not get overhyped because the Bills beat them. The Bills.
I think the Vikings defense is questioned. I think it's questionable.
I think it's really
pretty suspect.
too much of a Bears
No,
fan.
I-
I'm picking the
yeah, I'm about to
Vikings.
say,
I'm picking the Vikings.
I think that's definitely what you're doing right
Dalvin
now.
Cook's back too, right? Like,
Yeah.
I guess
Dalvin
Yeah.
Cook looked good.
Dude,
and he
I
should
know
be
that,
healthy.
Wax.
Dalvin, I'm taking the Vikings for sure without
Bears
a
are
doubt.
favored.
Just
Just like you know. Just let you know.
I think it's just too many weapons.
Tennessee
I'm giving it to Minnesota.
or New England was favored last week too.
Oh, yeah. Brett?
Minnesota, I just think they have too many weapons, especially now with Dalvin Cook back and healthy.
And even if he gets hurt again, Latavius Murray's not a horrible backup.
Thank you.
Like-
Yeah, he's been solid in place and for him.
Chicago.
All right, the Monday night game. We are all watching this game, right? I don't have league. Like, we definitely gotta watch this game.
Are you guys come over to his house?
Dude,
Monday night I host.
That's what we do. That's what I do every
We'll
Monday
figure
night.
it out.
Chiefs are playing the Rams.
It's gonna be.
In LA.
The-
It was supposed to be Mexico,
I don't
but now
know
it's in,
who
now it's in
to
LA.
pick.
Now it's in LA.
This is one of those games I don't know who to pick.
And
I
the Rams lost Cooper Kupp.
am rolling
Yeah.
with Patrick Mahomes though.
Yeah.
Kansas City baby, going all the way.
I'm taking the Rams. KC has they have one of the worst defenses overall.
I think
The
that
Rams
was-
defense has
I
played
think-
absolutely.
I know, but I trust Todd
Horrible.
Gurley. I trust him to show up at least. I trust Todd
Yeah,
Gurley.
Patrick Mahomes is definitely the better quarterback, right?
Yep.
Like,
Tyreek Hill versus
100%.
Brandon Cooks.
Tyreek Hill's better than Brandon Cooks.
Travis Kelce's better than everyone. But the Rams don't have a tight end. That's Tyler Higbee.
Travis Kelce's the best
Yeah,
tight end
that's-
in the game.
You got Sammy Watkins.
Then you got Sammy Watkins.
I know.
You have,
I know.
Like, that team is dirty on offense.
I know.
Everyone's good.
But
Kareem
Todd
Hunt?
Gurley.
Todd Gurley is by far the better running back, but Kareem Hunt is nothing to laugh at. This guy is a
He will
fucking-
hurdle you.
This guy has been amazing. Like, I'm rolling with Kansas City. Like, I think that's my Super Bowl pick this year for sure.
I want the Rams. Todd Gurley. He's that dude.
I got it. I can't.
Control the ball. Don't let Pat Mahomes get that shit and let him get a chance to throw
Good
it.
luck.
Todd Gurley.
Yeah, I got to pick Kansas City because you know what? Even if you control it, you know they have the will to score quick and get the points back quick. Honestly, I think it's just going to come down to who has the ball last. In all honesty,
Yeah, that's
just like it did with New England. It
This
came down
is
to who
going
had
to
the ball
be
last.
one amazing game.
Oh, I'm excited to watch this game.
What's the
This
spread
is-
like? 60
this-
something?
63 and a
Over
half.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
63
It's the
or
highest
67
ever.
and a half.
I think it's the
something
highest
like
one ever.
that. It is.
It's the highest one ever.
Like, this could be the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah.
this could be the Super Bowl we watch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We might get to watch this twice and for the championship next
That'd
time.
be dope.
Like, this is.
I'm excited for that game.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Nah, it should be fun. Monday night's gonna be a good time. All right, Brett. Before we sign off, let's get your Super Bowl picks just to refresh everyone back from week 1 of doing this, which I had to go back and double check. Fluff, you picked the Rams and Pittsburgh to go Super Bowl, but you picked Pittsburgh to win it. How you feeling about that statement?
I mean, I have different Super Bowl picks now, but like, I
We all
definitely, I like Pittsburgh still. I mean, there's no Le'Veon. That kind of sucks, but like, they're still really good. But I don't think they're gonna do it. I think it's gonna be Kansas City and the Rams now.
Okay.
Like, that's my updated pick. But my problem with the Rams too is I can see the Saints going, and it's really hard to pick between the Saints and the Rams. But I got to roll with that running back. My boy Todd Gurley is just on another level right now. He's
Fair.
on his own plateau.
Andrew, back then, you and I both picked Houston and the Rams, and I want to say you both picked the Rams to win it because
Yeah.
fuck would pick Houston. Do you stand by Houston and the Rams, or do you want to switch that back up too?
I stand by the Rams. Very strongly stand by the Rams. Houston, I'm gonna probably have to say it's gonna be Kansas City.
Okay.
Like it's just think about again this offensively, like Kansas City just won't be stopped. The only other team I would think
stop,
about the
can't
AFC,
stop.
I think Pittsburgh. That's my backup. I
Still?
think they would take it over Houston. I think they would take it over New England this year. I think Pittsburgh would be my team.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is definitely my
If
backup
not,
right now.
I mean like or the Chargers. Pittsburgh or the Chargers.
All right. Well, I had Houston and the Rams also, and honestly, to look at it again, I would take Kansas City and the Saints, with the Saints winning it.
I see. I like that. But
Yeah.
You want to know what I would love to see? That would be amazing.
Literally, Kansas City and the
LA
Saints and
Rams,
would be dope.
LA Chargers, head to head.
The Battle
in
of LA?
playoff. That would be awesome.
That'd be
The
sweet.
Battle of LA. That'd be
Yeah.
a good Super Bowl. That'd be a Super Bowl I'd like to see.
Probably have a couple forest fires at the same time though, so like you know.
But no, Brett.
I have to agree with Matt that I'm taking Kansas City and New Orleans, and I have just got it going for Drew Brees this year. I mean, he's hot. He's breaking records. He's got.
See, I really want to see Drew Brees.
I'd
win
love to
another
see
one.
Brees
I
win
love
another
that
I
one.
think he's winning the MVP.
I'd love for
Drew
Patrick
Brees.
Mahomes his first full year to start to win one. That would be
a
amazing.
story.
It would
but
be sweet.
if it was
or Gurley, like anyone this year,
Right.
deserves it. They're
Yeah.
all.
I'm not going to be upset at any Super Bowl this year. 'Cause
No.
everybody
I
that's
think-
going to
no
make
matter what happens, it's gonna be
unless
good,
this
yeah.
team's like
Everyone-
some shit wild card team,
Yeah.
right?
every one of the teams that are probably going to make the playoffs, I would love to see in the Super Bowl. Like, you gotta think
Except
about-
for anyone in the NFC East, or sorry, NFC, yeah.
I mean, I can see the Eagles. Like,
I don't want to see anybody in that division go to the Super Bowl. I
well,
don't.
I mean,
care.
I don't care about them. I mean, I wouldn't be upset about seeing the Eagles in it, but I don't care to see them in it. But like, you gotta think about the other teams that might make it. Carolina might make it. I'd love to see them again. New Orleans, Atlanta. I mean, we want to see.
Honestly,
Matt
anybody
Ryan
that's not
lose by a
like
lot.
Kansas City or the Chargers goes from the AFC,
Well,
I'll
like,
probably be upset. Like I don't think the Patriots
Rams-
deserve to go Super Bowl at all.
Pittsburgh could go too.
Rams. I wouldn't even mind seeing Chicago or the Vikings in it.
I wouldn't mind seeing Chicago.
Chicago would be. I love.
Honestly, this Saints Chiefs Super Bowl is a Super Bowl I want to watch.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Absolutely.
I would love to see the Bears in the Super Bowl this year.
No one cares.
I would really prefer to see the Bears.
I mean,
in the
I
Super Bowl.
think I could see them. I want to see like that'd be amazing. That'd be a story. Like Cole Mack goes and takes that team to his
It
basically.
would be fun to watch them
takes
play
that
the
team
Vikings in the
to
playoffs.
like- oh yeah, the Vikings would definitely beat them in the playoffs. So like, let's be real. Vikings is the better team. Like
Yeah.
I like Chicago. I like Chicago's defense.
Are you
more.
saying yes as you just picked the Bears to win tomorrow or this weekend?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
he's-
Vikings have. I mean, like talent wise, sure, but the Bears can like surprise you. The Bears have a better defense.
I don't disagree to
They
that.
did get surprised by Brocktober though.
Brocktoberfest happened. You're the only one that lost to Brock.
No.
How does that feel?
I didn't mean to answer. I had
you
to
know
say
how
it though. I
there
mean,
was
they-
It's got to be like listening to the same.
There was
fan,
a
though,
Monday
right?
night game last year where the Patriots played the Dolphins and Jay Cutler won the game. That it feels about as bad as that, honestly.
That's fair.
It's about as bad as
Wait,
that.
was it Jay Cutler?
Yeah,
or
it was
was
Jay
Andy
Cutler.
Drake?
Oh, Jake
Yeah.
Cutler.
It feels about as bad as
That
that.
was gross.
Yeah,
I could see that being the case.
it was not very fun to see.
All right, Brett, it's great having you on.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me. I was looking
That was
forward to this
great.
ever since I heard I was getting a chance to come on. I was listening to the podcast actually before I came here today to kind of get caught up, brought up to speed. So I appreciate you guys having me on.
Well, so joke. What joke? What joke do I
It's always the fucking debacle in this end of this
You
damn
don't know,
podcast.
dude.
The fucking
Oh,
joke.
let's do a clean one. We'll do a clean one this time. It's not going to be ridiculous.
What do you got?
Why aren't koalas actual bears?